So, hello everyone. I hope that all of you are doing good. I guess a lot of people have joined now. As I was waiting that, let's see how many people will join and then we can start the session all together. Okay. So, nine people have joined and I guess now we should start. Nine people are we here in total. So, I hope guys that I'm perfectly audible to you all and today is our first actual session, okay, about learning and starting the coding to front end and back end. And as promised and as we planned it that first of all, we're going to learn the HTML, then the CSS, etc. So as our first right now, our we should first of all only look on the HTML language. That is the first part of our journey that we master how to create structures and how do we create these elements of a website and what tags are we going to need for that and what tags, all the syntax is the logic building adds about it all. So I will let you know about each step. First of all, I hope guys that you have already downloaded the Visual Studio's code, okay? Because that was one of the important thing to start coding extra. So here guys, I have started to share my screen and I hope that my screen is visible to you all and I have been already audible to you all. So if it's that way, please give me a thumbs up so that I know that my screen is visible and I'm already audible to you all. Please quickly guys, whoever can give me this thumbs up reaction if you are able to see my screen. Thanks, Rohit Kumar. Great of you. So I hope that I am audible and presentable to everyone else as well. So here I am doing Windows M and here I am opening the folder November batch where we need to start everything while we need to work. So here is guys our last introduction file. I will click on show more option and I will then open the files with code. And I hope guys everything has been perfect for you all in creating files etc. If you have any questions, we Nandavak, you can post your queries over here in this message box. Or also if anyone has any issues downloading Visual Studio's code or about anything that we talked about last session or that we will talk about in our today's session regarding whatever you have doubts, you should let me know here in this message box. So now guys comes here the introduction file or where we talked about what things are we going to learn and what frameworks are there going to be, what every language is going to be, how are we going to master it, etc. What elements are going to be in there and how is it all going to be. So now guys, first of all, we're going to start with the HTML language. Lest we will not look at any other thing, just only the HTML. So in order to guys create any file, whether it's CSS, whether it's JavaScript, whether it's HTML, there are only two things, okay, in naming a file. Number one is the actual name, and number two is the extension, the name and the extension. First of all, guys, you need to give your file a name. So we usually can give the file guys a name like session2.html. Okay, I can give it like this session2. I can give it index. I can give it my HTML file. It's up to me whatever I can give it. But I personally would like to give it session2 so that it becomes looks like recorded things. So I keep here guys session2, and this is guys the name of the file. And the second important thing after naming the file is the extension. The extension comes after the name, and we write it this way. After the name of the file, we write a dot, and then we give the extension of the file name, whether it's JS, whether it's CSS, whether it's HTML. As first of all, we're going to look on HTML. That's why our session2 extension is going to be dot HTML, which makes session2 an HTML file because its extension is dot HTML. Now here guys, we are going to learn HTML and let me tell you all how do we see the output. So in output as well, we have two options. Number one, guys, we go here in the file folder and here we see session2.html. I double click on it and I can see the result here live on the on the web browser. But this result is not actually live because if I set something here, if I write something here, if I wrote HH here, you guys can see that HH is not appearing over here. But when I reload it, you can see that then only HH comes here. This is not a website that works live. If you want it to work live, you just need to download an live extension, which is here, Go Live. So for extensions, guys, you need to click here on the search button. In the search, you need to search for live extension, and then guys, you need to hit enter. And as I have already downloaded it, that's why it's not appearing for me. But for you all, you can easily click here on install, and after that, you need to close Visual Studio's code. Again, when you open it, you will get this Go Live button over here. You have to click on Go Live, and you will see the live results. But for now, I don't want it to be live. I want to see result every time when I reload the page. So that's why I keep it that way, and it's perfectly fine to work with it that way. Now I'm going to do Control B so that I keep the files, on the left hand side hidden, and we only work on the coding part. So the session2.html, the basic code of HTML, guys, is a shortcut that you create a basic shortcut, and that shortcut is Shift 1. If you do Shift 1, you will get an exclamation mark, which is the basic manual and automatic code here of HTML file. If you hit Shift 1, you get this exclamation mark. If you hit enter, you get the basic manual code of whole HTML. From here, guys, you can do anything. This is just a layout. It helps you build the layout. Now I'm going to explain to you each part of the language. which tags are being used, and what are what are these all things. Don't worry about that. First of all, guys, always know that in HTML we have tags. Tag is start and tag is end. If a tag is started, that must end. And okay, that is something that you need to know. So how does a tag start and how does it end? So this is how a tag starts and this is how a tag ends. So the first one is, guys, how it starts. Okay, like your tag is a writing thing, like you want to write a paragraph. So this is your paragraph tag. It will start this way. On ending, it's the same like in the ending as well, but in the ending, guys, you have a forward slash before the name. Okay, and then this in lesser than and greater than, this is the start and this is the end, and inside it you can write the paragraph extra. Now, for you all, paragraph is not a real tag over here. This is not something, correct. It is just, I just wrote it down so that you have an idea of how a tag starts and how a tag ends. Now, I have commented it down. I will tell you guys later how to comment something and what does commenting mean. But for now, just keep this in mind that this is no longer available on the website. We have just deleted it for temporary phase. Okay. So here, guys, you can see that your HTML starts from here and your HTML ends at here, because this is HTML starting and this is HTML ending. But we have got something like doc type before it, and we got the doc type because to tell this HTML that this is a document type file. Okay, now this doc type only comes with the first tag. Okay, the something else rather than the name in the start, but that name will not be in the ending. So this only happens with the HTML only. Then HTML starts here, HTML ends here, and that was a doc type HTML that tells your HTML that this is an HTML. This tag does not have an ending; it just starts. Okay, and then you have this HTML tag, and here your HTML tag ends. That doc type HTML has no use over there, just to tell HTML that it's an HTML file, so that it supports both HTML4 and HTML5, because they are having different versions about each language. When you write doc type HTML at the top, it makes sure that your HTML document supports both the files now. Here, guys, you create your HTML. Here you end your HTML at this line, and here you guys can see that you get else things with your tag, like you get a lang, you get a character set, you get a name, you get a content. So all of these red things, guys, these are called as attributes. And attributes are nothing rather than, you can call them features. They are the features of tags. This lang is a feature of the HTML, which says that lang is to in, which means that language is to English. You can write languages to some UR, which means Urdu, languages to Hindi. You can write Hindi. It's up to you all, and you must search on Visual Studio's code that which language does it, support, and you can change your whole website's language into that language. That's how HTML starts here. That's how HTML ends here. Then you have other two tags, a head tag and a body tag here. So in the body tag here, guys, whatever you write, here is the starting, here is the ending. Whatever you write in the body tag, that will be all represented here on the body. No matter whatever you write, that's all be represented here at this white page. As you can see, that's your actual website. So this body tag is your whole website. Now coming to the head tag, what is the head tag? Here head tag starts, here head tag ends. So head tag is, guys, one of the crucial tags in HTML, because it's one of the most important thing in HTML, because it has all the details about the website and all the complex features come in this tag. Like here you guys can see that we're talking about the meta character set, we're talking about the meta name report. Let me now describe to you all that what are these tags. So meta, guys, means that you are actually trying to know about the details of this website. So automatically it suggests that character set is UTF-8. You don't have to do anything with it because it's all manual, so that our code can work properly. And you didn't have to write that. You just got it by manually doing shift 1. You got exclamation mark, and these all things that offer you a shortcut extra. They are also known as emit abbreviations. That you gave an exclamation mark and you got an emit abbreviation. That was your whole manual code. And also, guys, you have other meta tag. Meta also does not end. If it starts, it doesn't have an ending. So meta name here is viewport. It has got some random content, width device, width initial scale 1.0. All of these things, guys, this part here for viewport is so that your website can work perfectly in any device, no matter what device you have, because different devices have different screens. A website should look perfect in each website. Like if your website should look perfect in this laptop as well, the same website should work properly in a phone screen as well, in a tablet as well. So whatever device there will be, it should work in properly everywhere. That's why we have got this tag, and it's all random. You don't have to do it from yourself. Then you have other important thing in the head tag, which is the title tag. And your title tag basically gives a title to the website at the top, that what it is all going to be. So suppose I give here title that learning HTML. So you guys can see if I save it and then if I reload my page, here at the top it was document first of all written as here. Now if I reload, you guys can see that we got the learning HTML here. So that's whatever you write here in the title, that will be the given as a title of your website here. As now we wrote there learning HTML, learning HTML comes over here. Fine. I hope this much was clear to you all. This is just starting. And I hope this was all very basic things. Now come to the body. So this is the body part. Now I also, guys, told you something about the comment. So I will let you know about this later. First of all, let's actually do some stuff in the body. So first of all, guys, through our HTML, we will talk about writings. Okay, today's most session is going to be about how do we write things in our HTML. What are the different writing tags? So the first basic writing tags, guys, are headings. How do you give a heading? Okay. So do we have six type of headings, and they start this way. You write H1. We have heading two. H2 stands for heading two. H1 stands for heading one. We have H1. We have H2. We have H3. Heading four. Heading five. Heading six. So we have six headings over there, guys. Even if I do H1, then I hit enter. This is how it will appear. Then I will write H2. Hit enter. Control enter so that I jump to the next line. Here, guys, is going to be my third line, third heading. This is going to be my fourth heading. This is going to be my fifth heading. This is going to be my sixth heading. And all of these headings, guys, will have some words in it, and it will just give us the output of it all. So if you want to multi-select in Visual Studio Code, you can keep pressing on Alt, and then if you can multi-select things, like you can now just keep your pointer on different places, and you can write the same thing that you want to write. And if you want to go through a lot of lines, then even you don't need to click at everywhere. You just need to click on Shift Alt. Press these two keys, keep them pressed, Shift and Alt, and then drag your mouse pointer like this. And now you are ready to go. You can write whatever you want. So I'm writing each place heading one, and then I'm changing the one, two, three, four, five, as that was our heading one. This is our heading two. This is our heading three, and these all things help you write headings. Okay, headings of different things that you want to publish on your website. So these are, guys, the six headings. Now, what is the difference between all of them? The main difference between them is only one, that they are differ in their sizes. The H1 is called this H1, the heading one, guys, is one of the biggest headings. The H2 is, guys, a slight lesser in its font size than the H1. So then H3 is a little bit more less than H2. Then H4 is more less in size than H3. Then H5 is more less than the H4. Then H6 is the more less than H5. So H6 is the least in size, the least size of our heading, and H1 is the biggest heading over there. Now if I save it and if I show you the result, you guys can see it live from your own eyes, that you can see that H1 has here came at the output that this is the biggest heading. H2 is the lowest than the H1, then H3, then H4 in the ascending order, then H5, then H6, and okay, and then the descending order from H6. Okay, I hope that this thing is clear to you all, that what is the difference between all of these headings and what do they actually do. So this was all about headings. Now after the headings, guys, we have other writing tags as well, and we have got a tag known as P. So P stands for paragraph tag. If I hit P enter, here is the P starting, here is the P ending. I can write paragraphs in it. So in big news, guys, in news websites, you can see that there are a lot of paragraphs. There are like 1,000, 2,000 words news, okay, per page. So there, guys, if you want everything to work smoothly, so you can't keep the sentences in directly in headings. Whether you think that I will keep that in H6 or in H5, that would work everywhere, because headings have a limitation, but paragraphs don't have a limitation. You can write as many words as you want. So suppose I want 1,000 words to write there, so I won't possibly can keep here 1,000 words. Then I need to spend whole night writing those words. That's why we have a trick here, so that we can give a default value to it, and that trick is known as lorem. So lorem is some technical thing in Visual Studio's code, that if you write lorem, and then whatever number you will use, so many random words will you get. If I write lorem 1, you will get one random word. If I write lorem 2, I will get two random words. If I write lorem 10, hit enter. I got 10 random words which don't have a perfect meaning, as it's lorem, impulse, dollar, sit, emit, and they all have, guys, random meanings. If I write lorem 100, I will get 100 random words. If I write lorem 1,000, I have got here 1,000 random words. If I want everything to be in a proper alignment, I will press here Shift Alt F, or I can right click and do Format Document. And here you guys can see they come line by line perfectly. These are 1,000 lines in total over there, 1,000 words in total. And you guys can see if I hit Control Shift R to reload the page, here the paragraph comes very smoothly, and you can see whatever you want to type in there in the paragraph, you will see that coming or appearing over here very fantastically. You can see that it's all coming perfectly here. Yeah, so here is somebody has question. Nantha Bharti, you can let me know what question do you have. Let's wait for 1 minute to also see if anyone else might have any other question. So your question is Tamil meaning. So let me know about of which. Perfect. Tamil, explain. Just a second. Okay, so we Nantha Bharati actually we don't explain things in Tamil. We only the sections all only come in the English language, and I hope you are comfortable with it. Rest, if you have any doubts about some particular thing in English, I can moreover explain to you that what does it actually mean. If you have some doubts regarding English at somewhere that you are not able to perfectly know that part that I'm talking in English, you can let me know again about that particular thing, and I will explain it to you in English. But I will make that more easy for you to understand with some getting in more detail or anything. You can let me know about that. Yeah, great. So you guys can see that we have got 1,000 random words because of the lorem. That's how the lorem thing works. And I hope this thing was clear to you all. Now, when we talk about comments, guys, we can comment something, and when we comment something, guys, that thing is not then executed by the engine of the website. That thing is not executed by the engine of the website. Let me just make it short. If I comment down something, guys, that will not be executed by the engine of a website, which means that that will not work, that will not come live, but that will stay there. You guys can see that we have got a heading 6 over there. If I now save it, you can save it by going at file and then clicking here on save, or else you can press Control S and it will be saved automatically. Then if you go again and reload the page and see the result, you guys can see that this is your paragraph coming here perfectly. And as you guys can see here that you have got heading 1 and heading 2, but I don't want them two headings to be there, so I can comment them down. So how to comment something? Either you can highlight them and press backspace and you have deleted them, but I'm talking about commenting. So if you want to comment something, just be over there and press highlight it and do control forward slash. That's how you will comment it down. Control plus this forward slash. This is what you have to do, and be on that line or select that to multiple lines and then do control forward slash, and boom, you have commented it. And you guys can see that when I get back and I reload my page, so only heading 5 and heading 6 is there because you have commented all the headings 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now, why do we actually have headings? This was about how to comment down something. So now, guys, the main question lies in that why do we want to hide this, make something this, commented? How do we want? Why do we want to comment something down? So we comment some writings, guys, some words down because we don't want them to be executed in the server. And why will we do that? That's for the reason, guys. Suppose you are working on a team project, because if you get a job later, then there you will not be given one website per head, that one person creates one website. There is a single website, and all of the people in there working in the company, 20 front end developers, 10 front end developers, even 5 front end developers, they all work together on one website. And there, guys, they need to see that if today we are working, we need to make comments that here we wrote heading 5, here is our heading 6, there is a paragraph, and this paragraph is for something. So we note down everything that this was created for this purpose, this was created for this purpose, so that later when some else person is working on the same website, he or she will not get confused that whatever is happening over there, he understands your code. And this is the one thing. Second thing is that suppose you are not at a job, you are giving your website to a particular client who wants you to make a website for his business, for his school or something. So there, guys, if you maintain a code with commits, that will be really great, because later, guys, if he in coding, he knows a little bit about coding, he can make his changes later as well from himself, because he understands that whatever is happening at which place. And also, guys, you can make a comment for him that if you want to change your teacher's name in this heading 5, you can just go in the code, and here at this point you can change his name, at this point you can change his salary. And also one other thing is that suppose he changes the developer. Okay, you are a front end developer only. You don't know anything about backend. So he now gives the site to a backend developer, and now backend developer has to connect the front end to the databases. So there he will also get in problem that the person has randomly created stuff. He can't understand that what you have done here. That's why it's always a good practice, a really humble, great practice, that you keep comments over there so that other person also understands your code, and it will be very easy for anyone to understand that whatever you have did here. So not only you make write code for yourself, but also for others as well, so that others to understand what you have did here. That's why comments are important, and I already told you that why and how to comment something. Here, guys, I am uncommenting the stuff here by erasing these things, but I want the control forward slash to be commented. I want a right click format document so that everything again comes in a proper layout. So this was about lorem. I hope it was clear to you all. Now, if I go back, I would have seen that these headings appear here. Someone has doubt. Aprova says, sir, you are speaking too fast. I can't grasp. Okay, Aprova. No worries. Okay, now I will try to speak slowly. so that you can get it more better. And I assume that you all are not too comfortable in English. That's why I will try to be slow. Okay, and I hope you will get it. So now here, guys, we created these six headings. I commented them. I commented them all, and now we got it this way. First, I commented them, and then we did not got it. Now I commented back again, and I to see all these and the paragraph. That's very final now. Other writing, other tag for heading or other tag for writing anything is there. That's I don't I want to tell you. And that comes this way. You write I, then you hit enter, and this is italic tag. Okay, italic tag means guys that your writing will come tilted. It will come in a in an italic is a font basically, guys. A font means a proper styling of a word, a proper styling of a sentence. If I write here something like I am an italic tag, and then if I go to see the results, you guys can see I'm reloading, and you can see here that it comes here properly that I am an italic tag. And you can see from yourself as well that headings are styled in a different way, the paragraph is styled in a different way, but your italic tag is very different from anything else here because it's in a different style. It's tilted to the right side only. It's like in a cursive way. Okay, its font has been changed. That's how italic works. I hope you get this thing as well. And we have an other writing tag that's known as span. In span, guys, we also write something, whatever you want to write, some words like I am span. Now, also one question might arise in your all minds. Here is the I am span. And that question probably is that why do we have tags that give us the same output? Like we have here H1 that works the same way like H2, but we know now that they have different sizes. Let's leave H1s, H2s, H3s. Let's only talk about the P tag and the span tag. As you can see that your span tag will give the same output just like your paragraph tag will do. So why do we have so many tags which do the same job? They just write things and in the same way. Some tags in the same way, then why do we call them different? Why do we name it with a span? Why do have we have something for the span? Why do we have p tag for paragraph? Why is it that way? So it is guys that way because it's a part of further. It's a part when we talk about CSS. Okay, it's a part of CSS because there guys suppose you have one paragraph tag and here you have other paragraph tag. Suppose here you are saying hey, not J, hey. You can see guys that here you are saying lorem impus dollar sit emit some random words, and here you are saying hey. Now in the backend, how do we work in CSS? I say, sorry, I don't want to open this. I want to open Paint here. Now in the Paint, guys, how do we target this thing? We say, guys, that we have a paragraph. We have a paragraph tag. Here is this P tag. Here is this paragraph tag. So we write P this way. Now we say that we create brackets, we end brackets. Here we give property. And my property, suppose I want to change its color. So I will say that my paragraph's color, the color of my paragraph should be changed to the color I want. And suppose I say that my color should be red. So here guys, I will give it the color red. And I hope that now my paragraph will change to red. And this is guys how we do it in CSS. But we have a problem here. And what problem do we have? When we give our paragraph the property color red, this paragraph will change to red. The lorem impus dollar set will change to red. But also, guys, our hey paragraph will also change to the red. That's what we don't want. Suppose you want your first paragraph to change to red, and you want your second paragraph to change to a green color, to a different color. So you will have a great problem there because you will want that your first one to be only in red, the second one to be in green. So that's problem there because you won't want it that way. Okay. And to change that, guys, we create different tags for different users. Here we will change this hey to span. Now further, guys, I can change its ending to the span as well. And at this point now, I can change their color the way I want. And I can say that let P's color change to red. But I have a span tag whose color I can further change to other color that I want. So I will select that span tag. I will teach you all guys in CSS how do we select different tags. It's just for the saying. So then I will select the span tag and I will change its color to green. So that's guys how we are going to do it. So this is guys why we do have different tags which do the same job, and I hope it's clear to you all. Now we have other problem here, as you guys can see that we have want a space, we want a break before the italic tag and in the span. So you can give that break by a tag known as BR. Okay, so we have got a BR tag, and this tag also, like meta, does not have a starting and ending. It is starting is its ending in its own way. If I want a break between I am italic tag and I am span tag, I will be in that line and I will write BR, then hit enter. And this is a break tag which will create a break between I am an italic tag and I am in span. Now changes have been made, changes have not been applied, but changes have been made. If you want to see the changes applying, you can reload here on the page and you can see that your this italic tag is at above and your span tag is below. And also if you want a space after hey, because hey is a span tag, I use BR after it. So now I have three different lines for three different things. Hey, I'm an italic tag, I am span. So this is all about writing. I hope that now you can write this any stuff that you want. I hope this much was clear to you all. Let me know quickly, guys, if this whole thing was clear, or I can wait for you all. If someone has any questions about any random topic, whatever it is in your minds, you can let me know if you have got some doubts about anything. Okay. Here, guys, I'm waiting quickly. If someone wants to speak for something, if someone wants to know about something, please quickly let me know about your doubts if someone has got anything. Okay. Rest, guys, I hope that things have been clear for now. Okay. And I guess no one has any doubts. Let's keep moving to our topic. Okay. So these were guys little writing things. Okay, you can find more tags that can help you again with the writing. Like you have some tags, guys here, like different tags for writing. Actually, you can use infinite many tags. You have some B tags which offer bolder writing. Okay, let me also show you here, guys. If I write a B tag and then if I write I am bold, you guys will see that this tag will be in a bold font. If I reload, you can see that this appears to be very different than any other because it's more black and it's more thick. So that's also what we have here B tag. We also have two great tags in writing because sometimes suppose you are creating a website for a chemistry student, for a chemistry teacher who wants to show different chemicals. Suppose in a span tag, he wants to show uh, let me give it in capital, H2O. This is what he wants to show, H2O. And suppose someone wants CO2. And here, guys, someone wants this O to come at the top and someone wants this 2 to come below. Like, in the way that actually these chemicals are written, they are written this way, guys, that they have an H, then they have a 2. They are both in the same alignment, but the O is at the top. Also in CO2, you can see that some chemicals have this way CO in the same alignment, but 2 is below. So how will you do that? Because in this way, when I'm writing H2O and CO2, you guys can see that if I check the result, they all come in the same alignment and they don't look like a chemical. They look like random words directly H2O. If I want them to look that way, we have two tags. We have a sub tag and we have got a sub tag. Both tags, guys, help you write something below and write something at upwards. So for that, guys, what do we do? In the sub, let me remove first of all the O because I want the O to be at the top. I write the capital O here in the sub tag. So this will, guys, make it go below. The sub will make it go up. So I want the O to be at the up. That's why I will use the O. I will just select the sub and I will keep it in the span. Now we have H2 and O. So H2 will come in the same alignment. But as, guys, O is written in the sub tag, so it will come at the top. Now if I go and if I reload my page, you can see that H2O comes at the top, O comes at the top. And if you want something to go in the below, for that you will use sub tag. And in the sub tag, guys, I'm going to keep 2. And then you will copy this sub tag here and you will keep it just right after the CO2. Now you have CO in a perfect space, in a perfect alignment, and your 2 has got below now, downwards. If I reload, you guys can see H2 is at the top and CO2 is in the below. So this is, guys, how you can enumerate the perfect chemicals as well. And the sub tag is perfect for that. This is about bold tag. This is span tag. This is italic tag. This is BR here at every place. This is a paragraph tag. These are different headings. That's what we did till now about writing. So I hope that these basic tags are enough for writing. Now, let's move to the next part. And in this part, guys, we are quickly talking about how to connect CSS. Okay, because when we talk alone about HTML, it does not look very nice or it looks boring. And when you want something to make interested, you can add styling to it, just the way what I am going to do. We will quickly now process through the same both languages. But in this case, in some sessions, I will be going slow with HTML, slow, great with HTML, but slow with CSS. But later I will be at a point, and all will be at a point where we will connect them both and go in the same flow and learn them both equally, HTML and CSS. So right now I'm giving you a bit about CSS. Okay, right now you have nothing seen about CSS, but first of all, we're talking about connecting CSS in HTML. So there are always three ways to connect HTML to the CSS or CSS to the HTML. Those ways are here. Those ways are these: external, internal, and inline. Now, what do they guys all mean? External means a file that you externally create. And how you can create an external file? Here, click on plus and you can create CSS. And you know that this is the name of your file, CSS. If you give .css, now it becomes a CSS file. If you keep .js, it becomes a JavaScript file. But I want to be a CSS file, that's why I write here .css. Hit enter, you have created a CSS file. Now, how do you connect an external CSS file? You connect that this way. You simply write link is to CSS. Click on it and you have connected it. Here you have different attributes. Rel means relation. That your link's relation is style sheets. For what thing does it belong in your HTML? It belongs to connect the CSS. Then you give a href, and href at every point in HTML means an address. Here you give the address of the file that is related as style sheets. That will give the style to your HTML. That file for now to us is css.css. That's why we'll change it to css.css. This is how you connect something externally. Now, second thing is how you change something internally. In internal, guys, we have got internal CSS tags, which are style. You simply write style, hit enter. After this style, hit enter, and you have got, guys, those tags. This is the starting, this is the ending. Here, whatever you write will be the internal CSS of your HTML. There in css.css, whatever you write, that will be the external of your CSS. And now we will talk about what is the inline. Inline is, guys, when you go in the HTML line and there you style something. That happens this way. This is your H1. You will give a space. Then you give your H1 a style. And in the style, you write, suppose, color is to, and everything will kind come automatically, all the syntaxes. And here you just have to select a color. Suppose I selected brown. I will save it, Control S. Here I do Control Shift R, and your H1 has changed to brown color. We changed its brown color with the help of inline CSS. CSS that appears in a line of an HTML is known as inline CSS, and we perfectly did it. Second thing is internal CSS. And suppose I want to change someone's internal CSS, like H2's internal CSS. So we change it this way. First of all, we write the tag name, which is H2. Then you give these two brackets just the way I told you. So this first thing here is the target. What we want to target things to. Then in the brackets you write what are the things, what are the properties that you want to target to H2. As I want to change its color, I will write color, hit enter, and I can directly give its color. I want its color to change to green. Control S to save the stuff. Go back, reload the page, and you guys can see that your second heading 2 color is changed to green color. Now we will do the same thing with external CSS. Here again, we have to first select our target, which is H3. Then the bracket, it's up to you. You can even select the paragraph tag. Let us select paragraph. And now to your paragraph, you can change its color. Again, your right color is to blue violet. You will do Control S. You have saved it. You will go back. You will reload, and your paragraph's own color is changed to blue violet. Now you guys can see that we have changed 3 elements color, and all of their colors are changed with individual different stylings. Your H1 is changed with inline CSS. Your H2 styling is changed with internal CSS. Your paragraph styling is changed with external CSS. So these are 3 different types of CSS that we have changed over here. I hope this is all clear to you all. Preeti NR, Preeti NR, basically, you have this question that, sir, does the score is covered from basic to advanced level? Yeah, Preeti NR, as you can see that we have started from the crystal clear basics. And yeah, this score starts from the basics to the advanced level. This is the most basic level where we are at. That's why in some days, guys, in these basic days, 2-3 days, you might think that things are very boring. That the coding, some people just give up in 2-3 days, thinking that the whole stuff here is all boring. But it's never, guys, this way. It's not going to be all like this. You just have to keep on, like for 2 days, 3 days with it, and you can see after 3 days, then we get in the better stuff. Like we get in styling, we get in actual programming of JavaScript, we create different backend technologies, etc. Things are going to be very interesting. And right now, as I too can see that things are not that much leveled up, but you can see as we have to start from the basic, because in the starting I need to assume that each one is at the basic level. That's why we need to go from the scratch. Even if someone already knows about some elements, they too need to just keep up with the course, because I assume that everyone is at the basic. So I hope your doubt is solved. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask here in the message box. Okay, great. So you guys can see, so that's how we change the CSS of anything, how we change the styling of something. So this is it this way. Now you can change different properties in CSS about a particular element. Like this paragraph is font size can be increased. We can give it a border. We can give it different decorations. We can change its even background color. Let's see if we want to change its background color. The paragraph is background color. Here I will write background color, and then I will give the background color. Suppose the background color of blue will be uh, blue background color. Blue background color. I guess on Burley wood it will look more cool. Now if I reload, you guys can see, yeah, as I have, assumed, it's coming perfect and it looks very cool now. That's how you give guys a background to anything that you want in CSS. So this is the color and this is the background color. And only guys, we have mastered these two for now about CSS. And this is not yet, we have not touched CSS. This is just the basics. And in HTML, I hope that it's clear that these three ways are how we connect our CSS to our HTML. So this was all about the basics. Now this was about reading extra only, and it was about connecting CSS. Okay, hope this thing was clear to you all. Now we're also getting a little bit in CSS now to make things more interested. Okay, and later, guys, we can come back, create new elements, style them in CSS. I hope it was clear for now. You want to grasp here in CSS that how do we style something. So let's guys select our whole body, and to your body you can give different things. Here you first of all write the target name. Your target name guys is also your tag name. So my tag name is body, so I will give my whole body a background color, and my background color will be uh, this KDW. If I save it and go back and reload, you guys can see that my whole background color of my whole website had changed to the color I gave there. That's how you can create a website and give it a background color that you want. So yes, welcome Preethian. So you guys can see this is how we change a background color of something. So I hope this too was clear to you all. Okay. So now guys, we have one else query. So let's first of all go with the graphics, the media part now. So how do we give different medias in HTML? So those medias are like a simple media tag is image. The simple media tag is a video. The simple media tag is the audio. So we will go in the video and that type later. First of all, let's see the basic ones. Let's talk about an image. So how you can post an image on a web page. You just need to write img, hit enter, and this is how you got it. And just like the br tag, just like the meta tag, your image tag does not have an ending. Now we have got two features, or in technical way we call them two attributes. And these attributes, what do they mean? So first of all, we have src. Src here guys means the source, means the link of your image. That should be here, okay, at the left hand side. That should be in our folder. And alt means something else. I will go to the alt as well. First of all, we need to give the link of our image, and for that I need to go in my downloads and search for that image that I want. So here are different images, and this model here, I will copy it by doing Control C. I'm doing Windows M, going in the November batch folder, doing Control V, and I have pasted this image here. And I can even rename it, and I will rename it to, why are we using it, IMG. This is our image IMG, and you can see that it had came here at the left hand side in our folder. Now in the source guys, I can give the file name of the image. So for that I need to write img.jpg. I will do Control S again to save it. I will go back, I will reload, and you guys can see that our image has appeared here with a lot of problem. As you can see that these are her eyes and this is her whole, okay? You can see appearance. But this image has the problem that we have got it covered our whole body. I don't want it to be this way. But it looks very cool this way as well, guys. You can see that if we give some navbars at the top, if we do some logo at the left hand side, if we do different buttons over here, this is really cool aspiration of a website, okay, that I just found out here. You can even use it later when you will learn things. If you keep an eye image over here, suppose you are working for an eye hospital, you are creating a website for an eye hospital, or you can already create a website for them, style it this way, and you present before them that, sir, this is the website that I have created for you all. If you are interested to buy, you can let me know. So these are just about some future things. Okay, you can see guys that you can style this website very well. If you keep here that we are an eye hospital, here you give their different social links. Here you give a button for call to action. This background image for a website is very cool. Okay, I guess this is very much cool. Okay, so now guys, we were talking about how to give an image. So this is how we gave it this image, but also we can do more with it. And what's that more? That you can change its width, height. And those two are attributes of an image or the features of an image. For that you can just go again here, write the width, and you need to give the width in pixels. You can write 500 pixels. Now a lot of people guys have this question that how much is one pixel? Like how will you know that how big is one pixel? How big is 10 pixel? How do we know how many pixels to give an image? And the answer straight to that is guys that you never know. You just need to write different values, practice that how much big it has got, and eventually then you will mind map things. And one day you will be at a point where you keep this in mind that 500 pixels is this much big, and these pixels also vary. 500 pixels of a phone are different. 500 pixels here are different because in actual they are all the same because 500 and 500 are the same 500 pixel, and because your phone has different pixel screen, your laptop has different pixel screen. But I'm talking about the layout. Okay, if you create some website, it's responsiveness. We'll go in those things as well. Just keep on with the attribute that we're learning right now. So also guys, if you talk about any measurement in this world, whether it's kilometers, whether it's meters, you see that we have something to measure kilometers in, which are meters. But also we can measure these meters in something else, like we can measure them in centimeters. Then we can measure the centimeters in millimeters. But when someone will tell you about how you can measure these millimeters, then you have nothing to measure that. Only you can put a scale over there and tell him physically that you can see that a distance from this point to this point, this much is 1 millimeter. So for their ways, you don't have anything to express that thing. Exactly is the pixel. This is one of the smallest part, of a size. It is just a little random pixel. You just need to keep it there to show someone that this is how much big it is. And with this 500 pixel is this much. If I reload it, you guys can see that this image is really cool. You guys can see this is its width as 500 pixel. Now you can give it you can change its height as well. If I give its height, but that will of course ruin the image. But we need to learn that, so I will give it the height 500 pixel. And these values, these things will make it a perfect square, because when an image's height will be the same, the width will be the same. It is of course a square. If I reload it, you guys can see that it has changed it to the square, but we successfully ruined the image because now it's not in a perfect way. So I can change the height to be more than the width. Now it becomes like a rectangle. You guys can see now we have gotten more scale, because you can see that her forehead, her vertical face is that's stretching out. Let's give it 700 pixel only, then reload and see. Yeah, this is the perfect. You guys can see we are not guys stretching, we are not doing anything. This is the manual way the image was, and it's one of the perfect image that we have got over here, as you guys can see. And this image quality is very great. Okay, we have different website for web developers only, from where you get these high quality images. Like we have unplash.com, we have pixels.com, we have Pinterest ad stuff, but Pinterest is not that cool than Pixels and Unplash. Those are all why I'm mentioning to you all. It's because you might be interested to get some images. If you got an image from Google Adstra, you might get a copyright that why are you using this image? Okay, because people like to give copyright to their things, that if I created this thing, you can't do the same. In websites as well, if you copy someone's whole website, that you can get the copyright claim that this was my design. Even with coding, then the thing will be different, that you have custom coded it from the start. Otherwise, you can. That's also one of the best features of custom coding again. So here you guys can see that we have got this image. You can also get royalty free images from there if you want. Like later in the class, you might practice these things with yourself. If later someone wants the whole file, I can send this to him or her, whoever wants this. Okay, I hope this thing was clear. And other thing guys is how you can show videos, and that thing is a little, that might take our little time. How do we paste videos on website? That's we'll talk about the video and audio later in our other session. But today we'll talk about video and audio, but we will talk about it in a different way. We will be using representing videos on our website of youtube.com. That's a complex thing, but that's an easy thing. First of all, let me know, someone might have doubts. No, no one has any doubts. So, guys, how you can how you can present a YouTube video on a website, and why will you do that? Because sometimes, guys, your client wants you to showcase his videos on here on the internet. Suppose some people are in real estate businesses, so they guys create this website and they showcase some video over there that we have a plot at this place. they have uploaded that video on YouTube or something, okay, or someone is selling his or her house, so they create videos like that, or someone is even like teaching something on YouTube channel, and then they can tell you that create a website for me, but I want my YouTube videos to be represented on my website, so someone can access it from my website, he can download it, he can see it there as well. This will increase the website timing as well, which furthermore I can use ads on my website. So in this case, ad will come on the YouTube as well, the ad will come on the website as well. So you know that some people when create a website, they can get AdSense on there. And if someone sees the ad and their pricing is very good, like 5 rupees for per ad. So like one ad comes in a 1 minute, okay? We don't know like about the duration. It's up to you all how you can set that. So a lot of earning comes from the website ads as well. So some websites offer you musics, okay? So those websites use one of the most ads extra, so that you can download some ad from there. You will see a button here that can from which you can download it, and they say that the video download or the audio download will happen in 10 seconds. If you have got some experience, you might have noted that they tell you that okay, this will work in 10 seconds. Please wait. So for them, they could have just told, gave you the access and downloaded it in your laptop or phone. But they tell you to wait for 10 seconds because other videos on the website are working, and like 4 5 ads are working at that time, and they get their money at that time. Otherwise you might just download the video and cancel the site. That's why they want you to stay and let their video get downloaded. But if someone is like offering you a great service, then you can wait. That's great if they do get some profit extra. Okay, so now guys, how will you actually do that? How will you get a video or showcase it on your website? Yeah, Vinanda, Nand, whatever your name is, if you have any question rather than raising hand, let me know in the message box. So how do we do that, guys? First of all, you directly go to the YouTube, and at the YouTube, guys, you find a particular video that you want to showcase. And like here is some song or something. Okay, so here, guys, if I want this video to be showcased on my website, not this is an advertisement. If I want some video to be showcased here on the website, for that, guys, I need to click here on the share. Then you will get the first option, which is embedded. As you guys can focus that this is an HTML syntax type thing, okay? The lesser than and the greater than, which showcases coding. You just need to click on it. Here will come a copy option. You just need to copy this from here and paste it just on your website. You can further do Shift Alt F so that everything comes in a proper alignment. Furthermore, you can change the width and height. And let's see for now how we got this video. If I reload it over here, you guys can see that the video has came perfectly. And you have all the things. You can even subscribe the person from here. You can watch it later. You can share it. You can play it. You can skip it to different parts. You can lower the music, you can higher the music, you can turn on the subtitles, everything can be done from here. It's not like you can only get one video, you can get as many videos as you like from here. You can see, guys, YouTube has different videos, you can get them all and paste on there at the website. So this was about video things. Okay, how do we represent a YouTube video? I hope this too was clear to you all. Okay, fine. So let's now just wait for 1 minute. I must see someone if has any questions. Okay, if someone has any questions, waiting for 1 minute for you all, please type your questions in the message box. Okay, and rest, I guess then we will have 5 6 minutes. In that we will talk about some else thing. For now, let's see if someone has got any doubts. Please, guys, quickly, if someone has any doubts, let me know quickly. Anyone, or if everything is clear, you guys can give me a thumbs up. Those people who got everything, you guys can let me know. Okay, I guess no one has any questions. Let's guys then quickly move to the next part. Let's go to the link tags. The link tags are also known as anchor tags. Anchor tags redirect you at some place, and those are created just by typing A. You just need to write A, you have got an anchor tag. A, press enter, you got the anchor tag. Here in the A starting and ending, you write something like where the link should go. You write open YouTube, open YouTube. And in the herp, guys, herp as already mentioned is an address that where it should go after you press open YouTube. So in the herp, guys, you give the link of that particular thing. And I want that someone when clicks on this, okay, I will get back to all of your questions. Let's first of all talk about the link. So here, guys, I will copy the YouTube address and I will paste it here, add the herp. And now which means that someone will click if on the open YouTube, they will get the link of that particular thing. And I want that someone when clicks on this, okay, I will get back to all of your questions. Let's first of all talk about the link. So here, guys, I will copy the YouTube address and I will paste it here, add the herp. And now which means that someone will click if on the open YouTube, he will get at the website www.youtube.com. Let's practice that over here. If I reload the page, we must have got the link somewhere. Where is our link? It's here hiding at the below. Let me keep the meat to the left side. You guys can see we have got this link over here. Open YouTube. Now if I click on it, I got to the youtube.com. Let's move to your doubt, Ranjit. I hope that anchor tag was clear to you all. So can you explain once again how we get a video tag in our website? If you want a video tag on your website, right now I did not told you about the correct video tag, which is like if you want a video from your file manager. I told you how you get a video from youtube.com, but we will also talk about the video because we will go in very depth of that part in our next session. That's why we have don't have that much time right now. I told you that we will go in that video in our next session or and also about audio session. Rest if you want to know about, yeah, great Ranjit. Rest if you want to know about how we can paste a video on our website of YouTube. So for that reason, you just need to go on any YouTube video. Like here, guys, I go add this video. This is some song. If I want this video to be represented on my website, I will click here on share, then the embedded, then I will copy the code from here and directly paste it on my website. Then if I go back, I will see it coming here like this way. And this was about anchor tag. Now you guys see quickly here 1 minute about the anchor tag, and then I will get back to the then we can end the session. You guys can see that if I click on this link right now, it will go to the HERF, which is www.youtube.com, and we can directly open YouTube with it. Now you see that there is a problem, and what problem is that when I click on it, we go to the YouTube, but our own website is lost. Our website is lost because it opens in the same tab. So if you want your website open in a different tab, for that you need to add the target. If you give this target hashtag blank, then only when you click on the YouTube video, it will appear in the next tab, not in the same website. Now, what is the use of it? If I click it on open YouTube, you guys can see youtube.com working in a different file, my website working in a different file. So this will make sure that suppose as already last time I told you that these big commerce people also spend a lot of time and money for the websites which do their UX ads. So this is one of the best strategies to keep links opening in the next tab, because you can see that your website might have some crispy content like video or something. So people might click on that link and go somewhere, and then they are distracted. They are going from YouTube now, and they can click on different videos, go there and go in different parts, and your website is lost. But in other way, they will go to the YouTube, but when they are closing the tabs, when I will close one by one, I will reach here that, yeah, here I was distracted. There was my link. I pressed on it. Then I got to another word, but I had to go back. Then again, he can do his purchases. Suppose we were selling some stuff over on our website, so that will increase our sales at stuff. So these key points do a lot. Now, if we count 1, 2 members, then you might think that this is illogical here, that nothing can happen with it. But when we have a lot of population on our website, some websites have billions of users, per day. Like we have websites like that. Even google.meet.com, we don't know how many people will be right now active on the meet. Okay, different links at different meetings. So all of this thing, guys, okay, they use these stuff so that they open different links at different places at stuff. They have a lot of work with these websites. So basically, I hope now everything from our today's session was clear to you all. This was just other introduction, okay, of this HTML. And I hope that today was our basically our first session about learning the HTML. So I hope that all of these things were clear to you all. Even though I kept it all simple, okay, still I hope it was all clear. Rest, if anyone has still any doubts or wants me to share these files with him or her, they may further contact me on my WhatsApp number. I have already shared to you all, and I hope you all have it, so you can now directly text me there. If you have any doubts, I can guide you further over there. And rest, okay, this was all about our today's session. So now you take care all and keep learning this stuff, and we will meet soon in our next session, and there we will talk about the next things in our HTML. So take care all, bye bye, okay, and thanks everyone, bye guys, bye all, bye everyone. So what's the use of span tag? Span tag is also just like any other tag. It helps us to write anything. I already told at the span place that we write things with it. Okay. Hope you got it. Great. Someone has any doubts? Let me know. Okay. So let's just wait. I guess no one has any questions. Further, if someone had any question, now further reach out to me on my WhatsApp number. Okay, guys. So bye guys. Bye everyone. Okay. Bye all. Keep learning. Bye guys. And you may all leave now. So bye.